Slow down, fucker. Come here, bro. Come here. I just want to make you some scrambled eggs, bro. Oh, you thought you were going to take that shit. Nah. That's my vest. Soon as he slows down. Trust me, bro. I'm a professional. Come back. I used to work at Denny's, bro. Come here. Oh. Skadoosh. Eat that. Son of a bitch. Get over here. Get fucked. You got skeleton, mother. What is up, you sexy mofos? I've missed you guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another guide slash tutorial slash training grounds. Now, this is not going to be like any other guide. This is going to be an interactive practice session. Like before, I have to put a disclaimer behind every single one of these. Now, if you're an MLG player, if you're an MLG motherfucker, this video is probably not for you. If you play Pokemon Go all day, all night, kill me now! This video is not for you. I read a lot of comments on the initial guide for a lot of people that were looking for some help in maybe getting better at the game, and I wanted to make this guide, or wanted to make training grounds, sort of like a practice grounds, so that we could share some ideas together with people that are just starting out in the game and want to get better with time. So in this first episode of Training Grounds, I'm going to focus on three very important things. Three things that I had to learn and adapt to a long time ago, almost 3 years ago, when I first started playing Battle Royale, which was for Arma 3. The first and most important thing we're going to focus on is muscle memory. The second thing we're going to focus on is reaction time. And the third and most important thing we're going to focus on is weapon range specialization. I feel like it's rudimentary at this point, but I have to emphasize that this is just for beginners. People that are starting off with the game, that have never played any survival game, that have never played any last man standing game, and just want to improve in Battlegrounds alone. So let's start the practice together, guys. Muscle memory is so important, but I feel like it's so left out. Nobody even mentions it. I feel like people just have instincts that they react to. But muscle memory is key in how you handle situations every single time you're faced with a different enemy. For this part of Training Grounds, we're going to constantly focus and practice on switching your weapon. Do you remember seeing some of your favorite streamers doing this very same thing over and over again and again with different weapons and different scopes to different weapons? That's all that they're doing. They're doing the same thing. They're getting used to their muscle memory, remembering how fast they can change weapons when they need to on you. Primary weapon to secondary weapon. That's number one. I would strongly recommend, if you're new to Battlegrounds, do this over and over and over again so that you get used to finding your secondary and your primary weapons super fast all the time. It's all about repetition and time, guys. If you do it long enough, eventually it'll become like habit, like second nature to you. It's only going to get easier and a lot less of a struggle when you get into those key firefights. No medkits for you, baby. Checking corners, Q and E, switching side to side, always checking corners on every single turn. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to check corners, especially in the beginning of the round. I hate to be the one to say this, but it is somewhat true. The beginning of each round defines the outcome of each round as well. This is something that you're going to have to practice again and again and again. And to do it, you're going to have to sacrifice rounds. So I would strongly recommend, don't care about your win ratio. Do not care about the scoreboard. Just go in there with one mindset that you're going to practice every single time you fall down from the sky and you're about to loot. You're going to check every corner. You're going to switch your guns, and you're going to make sure that you do it over and over and over again till you get it right in every single situation. And lastly, don't forget to check your fire mode, because that is important, guys. Do it like you're checking yourself every 2 minutes. You never know which mode you're going to need, so always make sure that you're prepared, that you know what mode you're in. Single fire, auto fire, single fire, auto fire. Do it constantly. Get used to it. Practice it. Do it while you're running to a car. Do it while you're running into the zone. Do it while you're running to loot. Check yourself frequently so that you know what mode you're in before you actually engage in a firefight. That's it for muscle memory, but here's a quick recap of all the things that you can practice. Number 1, switching weapons. Number 2, checking corners using Q and E. And lastly, checking your firing mode on the gun, making sure that it's on full auto, burst, or single fire as needed. Now we come to the hard part, reaction time. I have to be honest here, guys, reaction time isn't something that I can teach. Oh my God. I can probably show you guys a whole lot of examples of me reacting to other people getting the jump on me. However, I'm hoping that if you've practiced muscle memory enough, checking corners, and you're ready for any situation, that you should be able to improve your reaction time and your reaction speed tremendously in any fight situation. There are a few basic things, of course, that could help you with reaction time, and one of them is, of course, footsteps. Just remember, no matter what you're doing, always try to pick up those little sounds, because that's going to be the difference between living and dying. I think footsteps are key, especially in the beginning of the round. Another thing I want to mention is if you do end up on a server which has weather effects turned on, I would strongly recommend you turn your spidey sense on to the fullest, because you won't be able to hear shit. This is obviously something that you're going to have to experience in the game itself, and the only way to get better is to learn from each and every encounter. Doesn't matter whether you live or you die, as long as you learn from it, that's all that matters. I'm hoping that if you practice muscle memory enough, that your reaction speed and time will also improve tremendously. Because in the end, that's what's going to get you these derpy, I mean buttery smooth kills. Alright, now let's talk about weapon range specialization. Now I know what a lot of you are probably thinking, that weapon specialization or weapon skill sets are probably a different video. Of course, I'll make that video if enough people request it down in the comments below. But for now, we're just going to talk about weapon range and how to take out enemies effectively given the range between you and the target. So let's talk about the 3 different types of firing modes that are available right now in Battlegrounds. The first mode is straight up third person, where you can move around quite freely, however you lose a lot of accuracy. This firing mode works really well, especially with shotguns and SMGs. What the fuck? Oh my god, I jumped so hard! In this version of CQC, you really don't have to aim down the sights. Just try to get your target somewhat in the center of the giant circle, and anything's possible, even if it's you taking on a team of 4 with little to no health. Yeah! Come on back up, baby. He just lined up! Oh my god, he doesn't even know I'm here. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. Holy shit, where's this last guy at? You can bounce around quite a bit in this mode. However, it's not that effective for anything more than 50 meters. Now let's talk about the second aiming mode, which is over the shoulder third person. So you're going to have to right click on your mouse and hold it down. This will definitely help improve your aim from CQC to mid-range battles, especially with ARs. This firing mode is definitely going to come in handy, especially when you're low on health and you don't have the time to pull out your shotgun or any other toys that you have. In my opinion, it's one of the most effective firing modes there is available in the game, especially if you're just starting out. I would strongly recommend that you take some time in mastering this over-the-shoulder third-person aiming mode because it is truly effective for everything up to 100 meters. Killing teams of 4 will be a walk in the park for you once you can get all of them to commit to this particular range. Oh, and before I forget, please stop asking me who these rando players are that I'm playing with, because I honestly don't know. I play solo on squad servers because I like the challenge. That's it. Yes, it can get sloppy at times, but you don't have the luxury of a ×4 or a ×8 scope all the time. So it is definitely my go-to aim mode. Over the shoulder, third person, practice it. Now I know what some of you are thinking, that yes, it's fine and dandy that you can do this third person over the shoulder trick with a lot of the ARs, but DP, can you do this with a sniper? My answer is absolutely yes, you can. Given the right range, you can do the third person over the shoulder trick with snipers as well. What the fuck? How are you not dead? Get sniped, bitch. So as you can see, when it comes to weapon specialization range, over-the-shoulder aiming is super effective with all weapons, especially since you still have good mobility while keeping a good amount of your accuracy. Alright, moving on. Let's talk about the last and final weapon specialization range mode, which is hardcore, aka first person. I feel like when you get a kill in first person, it is by far the most rewarding. Getting kills in this game is so gratifying, especially in first person. Nothing compares to it, guys. The blood, the gore, you get to see it firsthand from the other side of a scope, and I just love how the development team's done it so far. It just feels so damn good. That's another headshot. He blinded himself. What the fuck? First-person firing mode is something that you definitely want to practice. There's going to be hardcore servers coming out soon enough. Now, obviously, I can't aim for you, but this is something that you're just going to have to get in the games and practice. You're going to have to know when to switch out between third person over the shoulder, and first person. In certain situations where you have no cover, your only choice and your go-to is going to be first person because it is by far the most accurate. However, you're going to lose a lot of mobility. You're not going to be able to move around as much. But in the end, if you want to talk about just being accurate and you want to just focus on sniping and you want to focus on pinpoint accuracy on taking someone's head off, then I would strongly recommend go in and always practice first person. Live first person, breathe first person. When you spot someone, always go into first person and just practice, practice, practice. If you've got muscle memory down, if you've got reaction time down, then this right here is going to be a walk in the park for you. Got one. He's going to his buddy. He's dead.
Shot him in the ass.
Yep, walk in the park. Kind of like Central Park, but late at night when the bumps come out. Got him? Fuck that bitch, red dot. Well, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Training Grounds has actually been in the works for a good month now, and it took a whole 40 hours of editing, post-production, organization, transitions, all kinds of effects to put it all together. And one of the reasons why I wanted to make Training Grounds, aka Practice Grounds, was because I wish that other people would have made the same Battle Royale guides and Battle Royale practice grounds for me in Arma 3 when I first started. There was really nowhere I could turn to get that experience. But then again, I guess that just comes with time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Training Grounds, the first episode is finally over. And I would really appreciate it, guys, if you could just take 1 second out of your day to hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you found this video useful, please don't forget to share it with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, thanks so much for subscribing, guys. I love you all. Stay strong, and I'll see you. You're still here. Show's over. Go home. Work on that chicken dinner. Well, since you're here, maybe you could help me out. Got a new haircut. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you don't like it, maybe just keep it to yourself. We got Ryan Reynolds in the sequel.